to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's Terry.
Item C, adjustments to the agenda.
I have none.
I believe Mr. Wood would like an adjustment made so the 8th grade can go out of state. Would you mind just telling us what that is again, Mr. Wood?
Do you want me to come up here? Or
Sure.
Yes, you do.
Brother and sister stuff. So we are, for the 8th grade trip, we're looking to go right now to Salem, New Hampshire, which would be Canopy Park.
Okay.
It would be a one-day trip. We're hoping to raise the funds for SEER busing to leave the school early and be back around 6:30 or so.
Okay.
And we'll have supper after that.
All right, great. We will add that. Thank you. Where should we add that, Mrs. Kane? Where would that go?
How about right after number 2? Just slide it in there as 2A.
2A. Oh, okay. Nope, there it is. Okay, it was already added. Thank you.
I thought
Yep,
it was on there. Okay.
yep, it wasn't added earlier, so. Okay, great. Okay, item D, approval of minutes.
I move that we approve the minutes of the March 10th, 2022 board meeting as presented.
I second that motion.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Thank you. Item E, communications correspondence.
Yes, I have several letters of resignation, and as always, we are appreciative of the time that folks were here, and we wish them all the best in their new ventures. So, I have a resignation from Rebecca Faulkner, LCSW, at Ellsworth High School, and that's due to military relocation. So, again, we wish her family all the best. Thank you for your services. Dakota Jewett is resigning from the position of head wrestling coach. Thank you very much for your time. Jen Beal is resigning from her position as grade 2 teacher effective at the end of this year. Best wishes to Jen. Samantha Shepard is resigning from her ed tech position at EEMS effective May 6th. So thank you, Samantha. And Josh McCormick, 8th grade teacher, resigned from his position effective immediately at EEMS. Okay.
Thank you. Item F, administrator board reports. Building administrators.
Lost my internet connection. Hold on for a second. There it is. All right, I'm April Clifford. I'm the principal at Ellsworth Elementary Middle School for K4. I had a couple cool things in my board report this month that I want to share publicly. We had Lita Pasaraskis art displayed at the Youth Art Month at the Portland Museum of Art. I put a link to her picture. One of the really cool things that she's doing is it's kind of the timing worked out. The pictures that she chose were blue and yellow for her art project, and so it aligns with the country of Ukraine. And she, mom printed out a couple of those things and made some cards out of them. So she's doing a little bit of a fundraising to donate to support that country at this time. And we're actually hoping to have some of those cards available at the 3rd grade concert coming up, so our 3rd grade parents can support our 3rd grade students. We're pretty excited about that. Working out the details still with mom. So. I put a link for that. Emmy Lank, who is a rock star, she is she's a great kid. Anytime we have a new kid in school or a kid that has a hard time coming into school, she's the first kid I go to get them to meet him at the door and bring him down to the office. She just has that personality. She loves school. She's very engaging. And she was, her artwork was chosen for a calendar. The focus of the artwork was reduce, reuse, and recycle. April, and her artwork was chosen for that honorable mention in that calendar, and that link is in my board report, and both of these will be posted on our website. I haven't had a chance to do it yet, but I'll be doing that soon. Pretty excited about those two students. They're awesome students at our school, and I'm just glad to be able to start to recognize students for some of their success, and both of those are in the arts. We have, mine is full of art this week, but this month. We've had our concerts. So I don't know if you've made it to a concert yet. I do want to wish Mrs. Kellogg right now and our Music Makers group. They're having their concert currently at school today, and I'm excited to see that second performance. They're going to do it for students tomorrow morning, but I'm really excited about that concert. So we've had our kindergarten concert and our grade 1 concert, and we had to set up every chair in the building. It was absolutely fabulous. Grandparents, great-grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, friends. We had packed houses for both kindergarten and first grade, and I put links to each of their performances. We kind of just record them in-house, and students can watch them if we have inside recess. Sometimes they'll replay the concert or during a snack break so that kids could have something active on there, and they enjoy watching themselves on stage. So those are both posted. I also included the dates of the concerts that are coming up. Grade 2 is April 27th, and grade 3 is May 26th. Grade 4 is changed. I need to make an adjustment to that, but there'll be communication coming out from Mrs. Brown. Also, we're looking for ed techs immediately. Very happy the college kids are almost back, May 9th. We've reached out to everyone on that list who's willing to work daily, so we've got some additional staff coming in to EMS, and we're excited about that. I also needed a bookkeeper position, which we'll start to re-advertise and look for soon. I want to thank Deanna Leathers for staying with us and throughout the end of the year and helping us with our budget. And then we have one resignation, which Ms. Kane read today, and one retirement. So we have one grade 1 teacher, or they're both 2 grade 2 teachers, but we're going to shift one to grade 1 based on some numbers. But that's my report. Any questions?
Yeah, so great.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Wood?
Hello, I'm Travis Wood, the principal for grades 5-8, and you have my report. I do want to highlight a couple of items in it. So we do a thing called the Gold Wing Award at our school. It's the end of every trimester, and I neglected to put the first trimester students' names in, so I've added them here. And I do want to take a minute to congratulate them. So Andrew Kearns and Dalton Burkhart for 5th grade were in our first trimester. For 6th grade, it was David Hudson and Belle Venezuela. 7th grade was Josie Mosley and Maddie Carrier. And 8th grade was Bailey Clayton and Tyler Hollenbach. And it was really great. We had to do it virtually, which was something that we had to do last year as well. But I'm thankful to say that the second trimester we held in person, and it was packed. Parents were coming in to see their kids. I was really excited to see that happen. So our second trimester award for 5th grade was Cam Wharf and Molly Jordan. For 6th grade, it was Rose St. Germain and Rylan Jester. 7th grade was Braylon Bird and Boris Felix. 8th grade was Jovan Pesic and Ethan Joy. And again, it was just amazing to see all those kids, and we actually had 2 things back to back because we also celebrated our students that did well in skills at school after the announcement. And that was, we had gold medals for 3 categories. One of them actually is qualified to go to the nationals. And we're right now in the process of fundraising for that, so that our 8th grader can go. We have some upcoming events. We have the Gulf of Maine Research Institute. We have our 5th graders going down there on April 28th. And then on April 1st, we had a guest speaker for Acadia National Park for our 6th graders. 7th grade, this was amazing. I'm a left brain math guy, so to see these kids write persuasive essays at 7th grade was amazing. And some of the things we had a couple of our students, obviously, are lobstermen, and they were talking about the whales and what it's doing to lobstering and how they're trying to do both, save the whales and continue to lobster. And then we had a young lady that did something on capital punishment, which was amazing. All the facts that she found and did, it was quite amazing. And then we had 80 of them total, so I just highlighted a few. There was a minimum wage one, and then the one that I leaned towards that I thought was pretty neat was we had somebody do one on the best baseball player of all time and use stats and from everybody, from all different generations, and said this is why this person is. I want to note that we are having a volunteer training. Right now, it's scheduled for April 27th from 5:30 to 6:30, and we plan on doing that online as well. And we're going to see if we can't record it so that people can actually go there. If it's like an emergent situation where, oh, I forgot to do that, I'll just go here. I know that there may be some coaching positions open. I don't know which ones they are, but again, if you're interested in coaching at EEMS, Mr. Downs is the person to contact. And I know that you all know me and know me well enough to know how much I love sports. So to stand outside and see both ball fields being utilized and hearing the kids on the track and it's just amazing that we're already there for spring sports. So, but that's really all the highlights I have on my report. Are there any questions?
Yes, you have to tell us now, who is the best ball player of all time?
I didn't agree with the perspective.
But there were stats involved, so.
There were.
So you gotta give us
All
the
right,
skinny.
I can actually pull that up if you want me to.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. It'll take me just 2 seconds. I'm pretty sure. Oh, here we go, right here. All right. Best ball player of all times, according to Mr. Hughes, is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And his stats back it up. So it's
Wow.
pretty decent. It was a pretty decent write. And like I said, I got to read a lot of them, but I couldn't believe the range of things that they chose to talk about. It's pretty good. Yeah.
That's great.
Wow, thank you very
All right,
much.
yep.
I think that's all we have for building reports. And Rachel is not here tonight.
Rachel, no, correct,
Okay.
thank you.
So that brings us to you, Mrs. Kane.
Okay, so first I would say thank you for, I've excused several administrators tonight. It's that time of year where there aren't enough nights in the calendar to fit everything in, and we have occasional conflicts, and some people are sick or have sick family members, and families first, so
And we have
do
open house at the high school tonight.
That's right, so we have open house going on. I know some of us will, if we're done here, we'll jump on up over there. So Amy Bowles is there as well for HCTC, but she has a wonderful group of teachers that have come to take care of their pieces. And so I'll just share a few things with you. At the high school, EHS One Acts Regional Champs. Madeline Henry wrote the play Slipping, and the cast won a regional championship, so that's great. Congratulations to the whole cast, and Ms. Ireland as well. And also the jazz band took silver, so lots of great things going on. 2 pages, double-sided page of all kinds of great things happening there. And HCTC, there are 300 students registered for the technical center
Wow.
next year. 300 students, so
Can we fit them?
that's great, really good, and they had open house 2 weeks ago and had 150 in attendance, so.
It's amazing.
So it's great to have so many good things going on. End of the year, Wednesday, June 14th, unless something else happens, which it's not, there will be no more weather events, because we've set our last date, so that's it. Can't be. Wednesday, June 14th will be the last student day, and that will be a half day, of course. And then Thursday, the 15th, will be the final staff day. Thank you very much to the Rotary Club. Tuesday night, they recognized 30 seniors. They do an annual senior honors banquet, and it was very nice. A lot of supportive comments and just a really nice time for those students, and they streamed that live so that parents could be there. And pooled testing, the Department of Ed has notified districts that pooled testing will end the second week of May after we return from break. And we're thinking with the what we're hearing, you know, how quickly it spreads, and that the testing, even, you know, per the officials, is not particularly effective. Tomorrow will be our last day of pool testing, so we will not continue that after break. So, as many districts have discontinued that at this point. So, however, we have applied for and will receive the at-home test kits, and we'll have a supply of those that we can send home to parents, so that they'll have that available if they like. I know many people have probably already done that through the other program that's available free to families to get those in the mail. And I think that is all I have at this time.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Item G, committee reports. I know we've all been pretty busy with the superintendent search that I don't know that any committees have met this past month. I don't think so either.
Nope, other than personnel, but we've been busy with the superintendent search.
Yeah.
and Nothing to report yet.
Well, get ready, because after break, it will be
Yeah.
budget, budget. So we'll catch up on lots of subcommittee meetings.
Yes. All right. Item H, old business.
I have none.
We are moving right along here. Item I, public participation. Is there anyone that would like to speak? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to new business. Item J. Item 1 is staff and student presentation for Skills USA.
All right, good evening. My name is Megan Stubbs. I am one of the Skills USA advisors for Hancock County Technical Center. I'm also the early childhood education instructor. With me tonight, I also have Tara Mason, our hospitality and tourism instructor, and Michelle Cody, who is our health occupations instructor. I would like to take this opportunity to honor our Skills USA Maine state medalist. First, I would like to honor those students not able to be in attendance due to prior commitments, and then have our students that are present introduce themselves. So first, not able to be here. Addison Nelson, Biomedical Sciences, Ellsworth High School junior. She applied and was put in as a state officer. Emily Hutchins, Early Childhood Education, senior from Sumner Memorial High School, a bronze. Taylor Staples, Health Occupations Portfolio, senior, Darrell Stonington High School, received a silver. Griffin Werner, senior, George Stevens Academy, welding sculpture, bronze. Leo Clapp, junior, George Stevens Academy. Andrew James, junior, Mount Desert Island High School. Paige Sawyer, senior, Ellsworth High School. They are 3 of the Health Knowledgeable team of 4, and they received a bronze. Madeline Henry, senior at Ellsworth High School, and Brian Olickney, senior, Ellsworth High School. They did the digital cinema production as a team of 2, and they received a bronze. Also, our Ellsworth Middle School competitors are going to be recognized at the May board meeting. So now I will ask our students to come forward and introduce themselves.
My name is Sean Casey. I attend George Stevens Academy. I'm a junior. I take welding at Hancock County Technical Center. I'm a state officer.
I'm Taylor Mason. I'm a junior. I attend Ellsworth High School, and I attend the Hospitality, Travel, and Tourism program. I got gold medal for prepared speech, and I am also a state officer.
I'm Alexis Higgins. I'm a senior at Ellsworth High School. I attend HGTC for the Hospitality, Travel, and Tourism program, and I got gold medal for job interview.
Hi, my name's Lauren Judson. I'm a junior at Ellsworth High School. I'm in the Health Occupations program, and I competed in medical math, in which I received gold.
Hi, I'm Trinity Pratt. I'm a senior at MDI High School. I am in Health Occupations, and I was the 4th competitor in the Knowledge Bowl and got bronze.
Wow.
Great job to all of you.
So thank you for letting us be here tonight to acknowledge all of their hard work and achievements. Are there any questions or comments, or would you like me to move forward to our proposal for nationals? I will also do that.
I just like to say, very well done. You should be proud of yourself. We're very proud of you.
I have a question.
Yes.
I see that we have a Ellsworth American reporter here. Maybe,
Yes.
would it be possible to get all the students together?
Absolutely.
Did you get a picture already, or?
Would you second that motion?
Okay. Maybe if they could all stand.
It would be great if you could do it right now.
Yeah, that'd be.
Right.
Advisors come up.
Right.
Stand together.
I see the advisors are being shy, but I think you should. No, they don't want
Your community is very proud of you.
Can I say something to the advisors before they're, thank you to the advisors. I know firsthand, it's a huge amount of time that you put in to helping students, and you put in lots and lots of hours. And they appreciate it, we appreciate it, and parents, thanks for all your support for students. You know, it's quite a bit of
We're happy to
time,
do it.
but it's well worth it, for sure, so.
You ready?
We're
Shall we move
ready.
to the next? Okay. So Amy Bowles did include national information in her board report that I hope you will have a chance to look through, as it's very thorough. We're looking at sending 3 high school gold medalists, 1 being a state officer, 2 additional state officers, and 1 Ellsworth Middle School gold medalist. This is the very first year a middle school student has qualified to attend the national conference for the Ellsworth Middle School. So we're also looking at sending 5 staff members with these students. So 3 HCTC staff members and 2 middle school staff members. Please note that there will be 2 additional adults attending though. 1 more middle school staff member who will be paying for herself, and then our middle school student has to have a parent accompany them and stay in their hotel room with them. So his parent would also need to attend. State officers will travel with state staff from June 17th through June 25th as they attend an extra leadership training on the 18th and 19th. The rest of our students and staff will travel from June 19th through June 25th. The conference itself will start on Monday, June 20th, with a state dinner and some contest briefings. Tuesday, there will be more contest briefings. Some contests do start on that Tuesday. This day will also have opening ceremonies later that night. Wednesday and Thursday, there are more competitions or callback for competitors who advance to the second round. Friday, there is a community service project and then closing ceremonies where students will learn how they have done. After closing ceremonies, we will have a state debrief and dinner where students learn how they did in their competition if they didn't medal. So that is very helpful for them because, of course, there are only 3 medals, and that can feel defeating, but a lot of times there's over 40 competitors in their competition at nationals, so it's nice to know where you've fallen. As in past years for advisors and coaches, we look to use local funds to cover as much of the trip as we can. Then we only use local funds for student registration. We will fundraise for the remainder so students hopefully don't have to pay any cost out of pocket. We have our Boggy Brook 5K on the books as a fundraiser and are looking to also hold a spaghetti dinner. The estimated cost per person is around $2,400 depending on the cost of airfare. And the closer we get, the higher it goes. So you will find a breakdown of cost in Amy's board report, though. Thank you for your consideration, and are there any questions?
Can you remind folks when the 5K is?
May 15th.
May
Thank you.
15th. Thank you.
That's Miss Mason's class
And the
helping
spaghetti
support
dinner?
that.
Do know
We have
that?
not set a date yet for spaghetti dinner.
No.
they-
Will that happen at HCTC?
Yes.
Okay.
Can people sign up for the 5K the morning of the 5K?
Yes. The one staff member I think you mentioned in the beginning who would be traveling at their own cost from the middle level, are they a chaperone or they're traveling as I know you said there was a parent, but I wasn't sure about why they would be traveling at their own expense, if they're a chaperone.
If I'm super honest, I don't know the answer to that.
That's okay.
Thank you. Travis.
Sorry, I didn't, but, so it's, Mr. B's wife is going with him, because they're gonna drive down, and she wants to be part of the process as well. So
Thank
that's
you.
where the, thank you.
Sorry, and not to put anybody on the spot, I wanted to know, what did that staff member do that we are not going to help them? Because that's just wrong. So, thank you. It's a spouse.
Thank you. Do we have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the overnight trip for Skills USA as presented.
I second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Thank you.
Thank you all so much.
Thank
Can we
you,
be
guys.
excused to go to the 8th grade open house?
Please.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Go book flights.
Yeah.
So happy to be here for the watch party. It was so good.
Thank you all for coming.
Good
this
job.
evening.
Thank you guys
Thank
very
you.
much.
Great job.
Thank you,
Great job,
teachers,
all.
for coming to do
Thank
that.
you.
We appreciate it very much.
And thank you, parents, for supporting these kids.
Yes.
Those baking competitions start at 4 in the morning.
I haven't seen it this empty in here in a long
I
time.
know.
Wow.
It's right before vacation, so.
Yep.
you know.
Everyone's,
And there's, yeah.
A lot
there's lots
going
of good
on.
things going on, and even with the rain, it's a good piece. Listen to the happiness out in
know.
the hall.
I know.
Oh, I could have gotten that 8.
thank you, April. All right, Mr. Wood, you're up again. My apologies. I didn't realize that this had actually gotten added to the agenda tonight, so,
Yeah, it's on
yeah,
the
so it's
official
on here,
agenda.
so,
We're doubly,
Yes.
we're doubly
It's in
certainly
print.
going to.
yes.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would like to add that you had not already?
Just that we don't have the date.
Okay.
We had created a tentative date based on the 17th and worked our way backwards from that. And then in our meeting this week, I found out it was no longer the 17th. So that actually backs us up into a lot of the high school activities. So Mr. Clifford and myself are working right now, trying to figure out how best to do it. And we're gonna have a meeting during break with some of the 8th grade parents and discuss what that's gonna look like for us to be able, so I know it'll be in June, that's all I can tell you, and it'll be a one-day trip.
A lot of the parks don't open until the 15th, and
Right, well, we did find out, though, Canopy does open for one day on the 10th, before the 15th. So there's that, but then
that's great.
also we've got high school stuff going on that day. So we're still working that out to determine how best to proceed so that we all get to where we need to go, as well as make sure that nobody misses anything they want to miss at the high school.
I think it was a good decision not to try and keep the entire staff and student body for an extra day longer than everybody else in June, though. That probably wouldn't have been.
Oh, no,
Well received.
I was happy with that decision, it's just what it did to the other decisions, but, yes. Any
Thank
more
you.
questions?
Want a motion?
All right, I do want a motion.
I move that we approve the out-of-state trip for the 8th grade class on a date to be determined as presented.
I second that motion.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Great, thank you.
Lots of parents involved with that too, right? Which is great. Parents
Yeah.
involvement and
Yes.
student involvement. Excellent.
Yeah, we actually have chaperones, and we have, I mean, it's almost done, we just don't know when.
Yep, just need a date.
It's gonna all come
Ready to
together.
go.
That's great.
Great, thank you. All right, item 3, consideration of a teacher nomination.
Yes, I'm very pleased to present to you for consideration Molly Courson. Molly Courson has an associate's degree in culinary arts. She has been out in the field for 6 years since she completed that degree, working. She's actually been on the West Coast most of that time, but Maine is home to her. She is a graduate of Mount Desert Island High School and also of HCTC. So we are very excited to have her come. My understanding from Mrs. Bowles is that she really blew them away in her interview with her excitement and ideas about things she could bring to the program, and loves that age group. She's done some coaching of students that age, with athletics, and so we're very excited to have her. So I nominate Molly Courson for first-year culinary arts teacher beginning in the fall of 2022.
Wow. I move to confirm the superintendent's nomination of Molly Courson as culinary instructor at Hancock County Technical Center with a first-year probationary contract for the 2022-2023 school year.
I second that motion.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Great.
Welcome, Molly Courson.
Yes, yay.
Absolutely.
Yay.
Okay, item 4, discussion and consideration of draft 2022-23 Ellsworth School Department calendar.
Okay, so this is the, actually, it's in your, it is in the folder, but it didn't get in there until later, so if you need a hard copy or you don't see it, it's right here. But essentially,
Set them down.
no changes from the first draft that you looked at, and it looks very traditional in terms of how your typical calendar runs. And this draft has 3 snow days built in and would have the last student half-day as Thursday the 15th, and the last staff day would be Friday the 16th. And it does also have on here added the additional holiday, which would fall on Monday the 19th, which would be Juneteenth. So it works well for us to be out before that. And hopefully we won't have a lot of snow days just like this year, and all of those pieces will come together. And that is all I have unless there's questions.
And this is the same one we looked at last time.
Yes,
so-
yes,
Yes.
no changes, exactly the same.
Right.
And we've received input from the teachers.
Yes, and we'll,
Yep.
I need to put the, I'll have Teresa help and make the bottom, have those sort of detailed pieces on there, but
Great.
Yeah.
we'll do that right at the end. It won't change any of the dates per se.
Wonderful.
And just to kind of let people at home know, this means that we have Friday, December 23rd off, and Thursday, December 22nd, a half day.
Correct.
So that, I think it works better than some of our previous calendar years for Christmas holidays, so.
It does, and that's, it's important to staff, it comes at the end of a
Right.
typically exhausting time, but exciting time,
Yes.
for, certainly. But it's helpful for families that are traveling, as
Right.
many do, and looking at how the calendar falls out and where holidays landed, it makes a lot of sense, and we'll be back that following Tuesday on the 3rd, because Monday is where that New Year's Day holiday will be observed,
Yeah.
since it lands on a weekend, so.
Excellent.
Thank
And
you.
the other thing people are curious about often is the start of the school year.
Yes.
And so the first student day is August 31st, Wednesday?
Correct.
Wednesday, August 31st. So Wednesday and Thursday and Friday before Labor Day, we'll have
Yes.
school in session.
And that start, which the school department has done for
Yep.
several years now, is really helpful for students in particular, I'm sure for staff as well, but to have 3 days, and then the next week is 4 days, and then the
Yep.
next week is 5 days.
Yep.
To sort of, ease into those
Mhm.
new transitions
Yes.
after being out for summer break.
Mhm.
And of course, we have the Blue Hill Fair holiday that's, observed in there on Saturday. That weekend, so.
It is sacred.
Yes.
Exactly, sacred.
Yes. Excellent. All right, do I have a motion?
You want me to do it? I move to approve and adopt the 2022-2023 Ellsworth School Department calendar as presented.
I second that motion.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Great, thank you. Okay, this brings us to item K, calendar and announcements. We have a school board workshop Tuesday, April 26th, here in council chambers at 6 p.m. And we have our next school board meeting Thursday, May 12th at 6 p.m. here in council chambers.
Excellent.
And item L, adjournment.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
I second that.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor? Great.